What's going on, everybody? It's Recovery Kid Seth here. So, title of this video, should I do cardio when bulking? Well, it's definitely not mandatory. Don't have to. But I think it is a great idea, and if you can stand it, you should. And I've got a few reasons for this, of why it is a great idea to continue to do cardio when you are bulking. Okay, first big reason why you should is just for health reasons. It's good for your heart. It's good for your brain. It's good for sleep. It's good for stress. It actually benefits your body in a lot of ways doing some cardiovascular activity. So that's my first reason why you should do it. Just anybody at any time, whether you're cutting, maintaining, bulking, cardio is just always a good thing to do. So yeah, that's the first reason why I think it's a great idea. Second reason, it can actually improve your recovery time in between workouts, especially after leg day. Like, your legs are going to be sore, and the last thing you're going to want to do is be doing cardio when your legs are sore. But if you do something low impact, like the day after leg day, do something like the bike or the elliptical, or just do some walking, and you'll find that your legs get over the soreness, the DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, faster, actually. And the reason for that is because when you do cardio, it increases blood flow. So that increased blood flow to your legs delivers nutrients, and yeah, so it helps your legs actually heal better. And I've definitely found that doing cardio helps me get over soreness faster too. So yeah, it improves recovery. Another good reason why it's a really good idea is cardio. It improves insulin sensitivity and nutrient partitioning. So basically what that means is, if you have good insulin sensitivity, when you eat carbs and protein, they're more likely to go to the places you want them to go to, your muscles, as opposed to getting stored as body fat. So yeah, nutrient partitioning can actually play a pretty big role in building muscle and losing fat. Because if you're insulin resistant, you're gonna have a lot harder time losing weight, because carbs are going to be less likely to go to your muscles and more likely to be stored as fat. So that is another big reason why cardio is really good for making gains. It's just improving your nutrient partitioning, Another reason why doing cardio when you're bulking is a great idea is, and Lyle McDonald talks about this on his website, is it actually sets you up for success in the future when you go to cut again. And the reason for that is, when you do cardio, most likely your body's going to burn some fat while you're doing it. And so even if your goal isn't to lose body fat, it's still a good idea when you're bulking to have your body burning fat sometimes, because when you're eating carbs all the time, constantly eating carbs when you're bulking, and your body's always constantly running off glucose and never gets a chance to run off fat for energy, your body can almost basically forget how to burn fat for energy. And so doing cardio and allowing your body to use fat for fuel sometimes is a great way for your body to remember how to use fat for energy. Because when you're in a deficit, when you're cutting, obviously your body has to be burning fat for energy for you to lose body fat. And so, obviously if you put yourself in deficit, you're going to start losing fat. But I guess some people find that first week that they're in a deficit, they don't really lose much fat at all. And that could have something to do with the fact that their body has to remember how to use fat again for fuel. And so I guess what Lyle McDonald talks about is doing cardio regularly while you're bulking can help there to not be that lag time when you start cutting again, that you can basically start losing fat again immediately as soon as you put yourself into a deficit. So that definitely, that appeals to me, that's for sure. I want every advantage I can when I start cutting. So, and I've got a couple other reasons, personal reasons why I do cardio when I'm bulking. One, I want to maintain my cardiovascular health and my fitness. So when I start cutting here again, which I'm going to be soon, it's not a pain in the ass. Like if I try to jog a few miles, or if I get on the bike and try to do some high intensity interval training, I want to actually be able to last a while and not be so gasping for air because I'm so out of shape. So for me, it's going to be a lot easier to transition into doing good cardio sessions when I start cutting, because I've been doing them this whole time I've been bulking, so I still have good stamina and, you know, cardiovascular fitness and whatnot. Another reason why I do cardio while bulking is just so I, like on my off days when I'm not lifting, I'm less active, so I'm burning less calories on those days. So I do cardio on those days, so I'm still burning about the same amount of calories that day, so I can eat the same amount of food, basically. I don't like to have, like, on days where I lift weights, I could eat more than days I'm not lifting weights. For some reason, like, I just don't like having to eat less. So I basically do cardio just so I can eat more food. It's another reason why. I'm not one of those people who struggles to get their calories in when they're bulking. For me, it's very easy, and I could, if it was up to me, I would be eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, but if I were to do that, I would gain way too much fat way too fast. So yeah, that's another reason why I choose to do it. And it's not like some myths about cardio when you're bulking, like, oh, if you do cardio when you're bulking, then you won't put on fat, or you'll put on less fat. Well, the only reason why that would be true would be if you were eating a really big surplus and you did some cardio and made that surplus smaller. So then you would end up gaining less fat because you're in a smaller of a surplus. So I guess that could be true. But if you're controlling your calories really well, like, you know what your maintenance calorie level is, like if you have a really good grip on that, and you're just being sure to only eat like 200, 300, 400 calories above that, then you're fine, and you're not gonna pile on a bunch of fat. You're gonna put on, you know, a little bit, obviously, but not a ton. Like, dirty bulking is just a stupid idea. You should never just eat a ton of food, because what will happen is you'll just put on a ton of body fat. You can only gain so much muscle, especially if you are a natural like me and probably anybody else watching this video. So yeah. As far as types of cardio, you don't want to do a lot of steady state, like jogging, running for long periods of time. That'll definitely interfere with your gains in the gym. You don't want to do that, because if your body's trying to adapt to being an endurance athlete, it's not going to be able to adapt to being a strength athlete, or, you know, as well. Especially if you were to go like do a hard cardio session after lifting weights, you would definitely gain less muscle if you do that. So, and I wouldn't recommend doing a lot of high intensity interval training if you're in a bulking phase, because it's hard to recover from. And if you're lifting hard and heavy and you're doing that, you're just gonna get burnt out, and your body's not gonna be able to recover near as well, and you'll have to take a deload quicker than if you didn't do that. So yeah, that's the other thing. That's my other suggestion. Like, it's okay to do a little bit, but do it on days where you're not lifting. But I personally think the best kinds of cardio you can do, if you are interested in building as much muscle as possible, is just to do really easy cardio. Like, get on a stationary bike and just pedal at it for 30 minutes or so, or get on the treadmill and walk, like a brisk walk, like 4 miles an hour or something for 30-40 minutes. You can put it on an incline if you want to make it a little more challenging. or the ellipticals are a good one to do. It's no impact. Or just go outside and go for a nice walk. That's another just great way, because that walking actually counts as cardio. So yeah, I hope you guys like what I had to say and can take my advice if you want, or you don't have to. Either way, I hope you guys are making some great gains, and I will see you in the next video, and I'm out.